Hello everyone, and what is going on? Hyperion-Blue-GT here. Hypercars plane is about to be ready to roll for a rerun in today's live summon in the Crew 2. It's the second week of August, and the theme summon is about to go for a change of update by featuring with two events we'll be using with a single hypercar, and a touring car was being replaced with Dallas and Main Highlands East with the USST West Edition special at Golden Hills Racetrack, and one shall remain we'll be using with the Porsche 911 GT1 Thrashing version Type 993. However, the four events and three skills are being remained the same ever since from 3 years ago back from 2021. After all, other two exclusive vehicle body restriction is still remains, and putting up to have some challenges will be rack up and have some main participation after succeeded from Midnight Run from last week. Hopefully, new challenges is gonna have to take some two events will go for the race car only and a single hypercar for a track day use. This is why I just really have to be well prepared after doing one hypercar race to be on a long place to go trip in Dallas and go down to the south at the Keys of Florida. Better get ready folks. The Team Summon is about to go for the same event with some two events will go for the rerun. As always, if you're new to my YouTube channel, be sure click the subscribe button, then leave a like and comment at the section down below. Check out the links on the description if you want to see more. Don't forget to click the bell for notification on upcoming content videos in the later future. Let's get ready to go and start for today's live summit event. So, it all comes down to have a good update of position to Steel and the Platinum, as I just made it onto the top 1000 is now being placed by 833rd place in 1,216,742 points on Midnight Run. Well, good thing I just already got the Granville Brothers Aircraft GBR-1. Nitro Chemist is now acquired to have an air race discipline to go boosted, and the same title on Midnight Run, Underglow with an epic type of vanity. Got the hold OK and confirmed, so first week of August has now been checked and done before moving on in the second week of August. And looks like Neon Battle is about to go return as well by having coming soon title after being participate on the Mutual Week in August 28 through September 4 in Bolt Interception Unit Academy. But we still have the third and fourth week of August in the World of Cars, and Drifters will always have to keep a reminder on the date of schedule. So let's enter and begin to have 3 skills followed by with 4 usual events plus 2 update events on different hypercar and a single touring car discipline with no restriction. So first up, we're heading up to Santa Fe. We'll be selected to go with a hypercar or Alpha Grand Prix discipline to be a matter of recommendation. But the third choice of option that you already said about dragster vehicles might be a giving a go and just have to do one hypercar at a time only. But good thing the Bugatti Chiron Super Sport 300 Plus is very good to be fortunate on the go as I ever been to be achieved like last time. I'll have to go on dragster vehicle. Just a reminder, as always, will be quick filters to be well selected. Now I'll have to use the 2010 Chevrolet Camaro SS with the UDRS Inspirtech livery on the drag race version. Set and go Nitro Chemist to be around by exactly in 400 per level. We'll be check and keep it good straight on the main position. Got to go on reverse. Choose any different position to have a good clear on the quarter-mile run. That should do well. Just make a good tires to burn up. Give it full electrifying. We'll be amped up to embrace it. Wait and be patient. Okay, here it goes, and just have to keep a good full straight. Alright, so that's 329 miles per hour. Check, and simple to be completed to have the new attempt after I just got to do a little bit more unexpected warm-up of reminder. So that's 114,413 points. Clear as ever, always have to keep a good straight on the run to use a single muscle car dragster vehicle. Now for skill 2, New Mexico, here I come, and then third skill, we'll do the escape on off-roading. Auto switch vehicle prepared, and I'll have to be using with the Pilatus PC21, we'll take the skies. Got to enter the ring, fly low, and keep it low profile without touching the rock. Sweet, that's a ticket. Keep that multiplier up, keep it clear, and try not to go by touching the contact by having some stones. Make it like rocks as well. Alright, close call. Get the multiplier up and clear plat on the road. Terrain is going to be suitable clear. 1 second, and time's up. That's more like it. 30,612 points is check, attempt, and achieved to go exactly by having a drum roll of 155,443 points. Now that's a good clear low altitude to be fly in the sky. Time to do off-roading escape and heading up to New Mexico for number 3 of the list of the skill. As ever to be said and done, 4 events will have to take the lineup, and the other 2 will have to face up to have some update challenges. Ever been participate on the main Highlands East, and Dallas will be doing a long term of the driving off-roading to go by Hypercar of the trip. Got to go by off-roading to choose Rally Raid and give it a go to have some bike or 4x4 pickup truck or any different spec of the models. Got to be ready up to choose a Nitro Chemist and have the Dodge Charger RT Hemi Matte Edition, double check, ventilated, and go for the extra pump. We'll have to swap up the parts and give it well transferred to be well able to have the Hummer HS Concept 2008. Well, maybe I'll have to go for the HS Concept, and that will be a very much more suitable 4x4 2-door recommend pick. Oh jeez. I don't know that player is in the way. Time to enter the gate and drive away. This will have to go by clear the path and watch out with some speed bumps on the rocks. A little more example to keep it more careful as a reminder. There we go. Just make that path to go clear and have some trees to get it focused. Oh yeah! Give me some airborne jump and do some off-roading extreme. So that's over 2,000 yards. Got to keep driving more and keep up the good work. Got to stop by 3,000 yards. Keep the red zone away from me. Okay, let's punch out the nitro. Red zone just already came by and will skill expertise. That's 3678 yards. Let's have the outcome result to be tallied up. And it's 101,617 points. Very good and well average off-roading, much more thrilled to be succeeded. So folks, this will have to go down to have some 4 events as usual to have some 3 hypercar plus 2 street race and a single touring car discipline with a no restriction only. Let's start out with 2 events on street race only by using the BMW C4 M40i. We'll be going at to be on the usual location in the Big Bend. I'm always in it to have a very good different UDRS Insportec livery that I just still recently created back from a few years ago by number 3. Well, not to mention that it was from 2021 as I'm putting up to have some different set of vanities on the 2019 C4 M40i. Much more good and well roadster sporty type version is now being amped up and go per level at the ready at 280 to carry out 700 brake horsepower and top speed 226 miles per hour in a handling level in semi-expert. Hope I'm ready. Let's give it a hypercar of a roadster to start in and give a good grid start to be settled in to have a main position to go by quick of overtake as the faster effort will have to go downhill as the countdown to go green. Let's do it, and I'll have to take the right side to go line up overtake. There we go. Let's bring out the fireworks as I just received at the end of July. feel that wind and feel the handling of acceleration and grip. But now we're doing this once, and we're about to go again for only one rerun of the Theme Summit. Checkpoint clear. Just watch the line careful without having contact by the guardrail. I'm always in it, and do some skills of clean racing is the best thrill of an objective of a UDRS Inspotech Racing in Motor Nation. So next turn is going on the right. Got to perform well and make that good style on the last strip. 10 seconds is coming along nicely to go increase the gap of the defense. Feel the horizon to embrace it and give it what for to be on the main lineup to go by the road. So halfway there by 52%. Got to keep going and keep pushing. Proper braking. Always have to keep a good motion on sensitivity without making one scratch on the car. Time to nitro with some fireworks as the checkpoint go currently clear. Okay, checkpoint clear. 15.383 seconds has now marked on the green. Still as ever. Nice. Very good beauty. And keep up the good ace like a pro. 16.6 seconds. Now for the short straightaway. 2 minutes have passed. That's the ticket. Got to kick it up into high gear on gear 6 to get back down on gear number 5. Almost there. Just have to go reminder to be stopped at 90% progression, as the current route will always have to make it in and make it out at time to go by achieved by the new faster lap record by the points in over 100,000. There's the checkered flag to go on the finish. Gonna take it and score on the first by 2 minutes, 34.930 seconds. Legendary bundle earned, received, and see the results. That's 102,415 points. Oh yeah! Roadster sports car always got a good skills to be well tested to become an ace. That's 1 event down, 5 more to go, and categorized to have some 3 more to go remaining by the subtype. Now let's go for part 2 of the street race discipline at Central Woods 2 Armelio will be set and go for the no restriction only to choose any kinds of your favorite supercar or any kinds of different vehicles whenever you like to pick. As I have to go down to choose one of the 3 21st century Lamborghini supercars like the Gallardo, Huracan, and Murcielago that has some different styles with some exterior parts to be fitted and give it much more sporty type version. As I ever said that this is going to be the best chosen pick for the Super Velocity variant of the Murcielago LP640 2006 will be set and go full all-wheel drive balance in 900 brake horsepower and top speed 226 miles per hour to have a handling level in semi-experts at 280. Hope I'm ready. It's about to go high speed to have a substitute of a hypercar will be set to go on high speed to kick it up on straightaways. This was to take a good time of condition to have a good clear weather forecast after minutes from the rain was being stopped. And it's up right now and go for the grid start to be on the last position. We'll take the head start to go lined up overtake by the first. The wet surface is about to be tested for the Murcielago. Gonna make sure to keep it well balanced and keep a good tight grip. As the checkpoint to go clear by 4.4 seconds on the gap and make it more speed to get it up on the high gear. So I had to go slow down quickly, have some tight turns, and follow the trail of the route. Just have both sides to keep it opened up when having some high speeds to come around on the area. But good thing for the Murcielago Super Velocity will take some time to be patient to go adding up with some more high speed. It's almost to be at 250 miles per hour. The wooden guardrail just barely right in the spot. Checkpoint clear and 14.6 seconds as the 90-degree angle on the turn will be at the right. Close call and go recovery to stay on the main top speed. So coming out to be exit from the Midwest and go down south in the US will be at Texas. Alright, checkpoint clear. Got to keep the good line check and stay full traction. We'll keep it together. Halfway there is on the arrival to be at 53% progression. But the yellow speed vortex smoke will have to keep its signal and keep a good pressure to stay in all-wheel drive. But impressive and short straightaway to go proceed by the checkpoint as the right turn corner to go less elevated. Alright, there we go. Now for the next turn on the corner by route. Metal guardrails will keep it much more tighter and be proceed with caution. But here comes the next turn. Got to slow down quickly and have some spare speed to get an up out there. So there you go. Just keep pressing on and have the gap distance. We'll be doing an up by 30 seconds. Another checkpoint to go clear and looks like incoming cows. Close call and the Murcielago has still in the game to be in one piece. So here comes the best part. Arriving in Armilio, we'll have to do the right side of the direction. We'll take the procedure to go to the finish line. Gonna have to go hesitation towards faster to have the last final part of the turn. It's already made it by 3 minutes, and the finish line just go right at the bat to go clear by podium. So that's 15.979 seconds in over 3 minutes. 45,000 bucks earned, received, and this is gonna get a little bit more closer out there to have 100,000 points by 98,335 points. You know what it says, follow-up catch-up time must be required to have a free time to where I have to be finishing up on this part of the theme summon. So that's 2 parts of Street Race Discipline is now being done and checked, and now Hypercar Disciplines will go for the turn to have some 3 of them will be available to be on the lineup in order. So let's go to the road of New Orleans by using the Bugatti La Voyager No Way will be set and have the second part of the vehicle restriction only. Ever said and done, I'll have to go for a concept dream car will be embrace it and give it a full all-wheel drive horsepower of 1750 and 280 miles per hour to have a per level of 320. Handling level is still the same by semi-expert by adding up with a silver French tire and white underglow, and plus the black tint is very good to be fancy and style. Just like the Type 57 SC Atlantic from Midnight Rush, but now Hypercar planes will have to take the best re-debut for only a one time only to be set on time condition in late evening. Now let's go and pull out the French Nitro. We'll take a good clear start to be on the first position by the first checkpoint. The La Voyager No Way is in the lead, so I had to treat her well and give it a driving skill of fancy. 3.3 seconds has now been updated. First turn of the route and regain control by the traction to stay together in one piece. Outstanding run and 5.1 second update has now recently to be checked and go on the increase. Got to slow down quickly and just have to stay around by gear number 3 to get back forward and regain control of the handling with acceleration. That's 5.8 seconds to be earlier to be spot. Go across through the rails and have the avenue will take the full space by giving it more speed a boost. That's more like it. Keep it well clean and stay together. So I had to keep it well avoided by touching the guardrail for the La Voyager No Way. simple choice of the strategy will always have to keep practice until you have to be well improved and do the right thing to keep clean on the lineup. It's all about having one hypercar race to go by clean racing on the open road. Now I'm gonna have to go pass by the town and watch out for the next turn to go climbing up. This could be a bit tough challenging for the La Voyager in a way. Have the active wing spoiler to keep it up, and the deer just came by before hopping the guardrail. A little more boosted on the French Nitro will give it a touch of a feeling. Just gonna have to take a good speed of exquisite. How skillful and how achieved. Alright, now arriving in the swamp. Perfect time to go on the highway to do some extra space will keep up the good speed. So I got a 6.1 second update on the gap to get there. Halfway mark on 51% to be perceived by the checkpoint. We'll have to take a good clean and good to go by unleashing the high speed to be around by over 300 miles per hour. Just give it more high speed fancy. Checkpoint clear. Currently, we'll have to stay together without having one object by having a single hit. Now crossing through the bridge, got to slow down nice and neat. And this one, we'll always have to keep it well straight up forward to go elevated up and keep climbing up a little bit more to go down descent by the less. But good signal. Traction, always have to keep responding by the feedback. So 3 minutes have passed, almost there to have a 10-second reminder to have that points to go rack up by the increase to do some more skills on the set. Now for the slowdown time to be on the main road. That's 21.696 seconds. Just almost there to be arriving in New Orleans. The particular turn always has to get it all. Alright, let's do it for only the same pattern of a bus stop dead chicane. Just keep it wide open up and avoid with some few other objects like some newspapers, hydrants, and some parked bikes. There we go. Just stay around by 23 seconds and mark to be arriving to be here as well. 24.8 seconds. Time to go climb up the bridge. Checkpoint to go proceed and clear as the finish line to go arriving at New Orleans. There we go. That's first place in 4 minutes, 13.818 seconds has now made it on arrival. Let's see the tally of results, but not good enough. Just have to keep faster more and have 77,200 points. We'll have to take a follow-up catch-up for only attempt number 2 to have some list of the adding. So that's part 1 of the Hypercar Discipline event to be checked, and well done. Event will be using up on street race only. As a part 2 of the Hypercar planes will go special at the USST East in Central. But not to mention because 2 different events on the USB Tour Special Event Challenge will go embrace it by having a sprint and 3-lap time attack. I'm always well prepared to do it and gonna have to grab by a different hypercar to be on the quick filters. So let's deselect Lamborghini and have the Bugatti Chiron Super Sport 300 Plus in the light golden style. Will be giving a good high speed of a golden moment. So folks, if you ever think about hypercars to go faster and dealing with some high speed corners with some slowdown on tight turns, let's just go and give it a much more high speed of horsepower. We'll be embrace it and do some hill climb in special of the sprint race of the USST. Will be going up on Central. So it's up right now to have the 2 checkpoints. We'll find a good line to be in the main usual route, just like you're about to be racing for race number 2 of Into the Storm. But there's no sign of a dust storm and strong winds to be coming around simultaneously. As for the clear weather forecast, high speeds is now being well cleared to go up in about exactly in over 200 miles per hour and 275 miles per hour. Got to go golden up on the nitro to have the tight turns to go a little bit more hill climb. Checkpoint check, and 19.2 seconds update by the gap distance on the courtesy Ghost. Now enter to the mountain states. Just slow down, be patient, one at a time. We'll have to get there to be climbing up on the hill climb. The Chiron Super Sport 300 Plus still got some potential to be facing up on the single time attack to go by faster up and do it for a lineup to be on the right corner before arriving into the town. Now arriving at Santa Fe, New Mexico. But one more thing, once going full straight, the direction will have to go on the right. But if possible, just have to go anywhere to have some quick shortcuts to have increase of more time by adding up with some more points. Now exit Santa Fe. Time to get back on the road, and downhill we'll have to take that usual route to stay in the path. With good feedback and quick recovery, smoke trails will have to go receive and respond. So I'm at 70% of the progression. 43.1 seconds update by the gap. We'll always have to keep moving forward to be on the current stage, as the finish line will be on arrival. Right corner clear. Current part of the turn and corners without guardrails will have to take it much more successful to have a clear the path way. Okay, let's slow down and just have to go pass by in the air race Babylon zone. Slow and steady. Now, passing through the checkpoint and do the final stretch, we'll be at the finish line by crossing the bridge. And successful, 2 minutes, 41.096 seconds with a receive of 45,000 bucks earned and received. But almost good enough to have a 98,647 points. We'll be adding up by having a third follow-up catch-up. That's the third time in a row on Hypercar planes, and the challenges will always have to keep pushing forward to have a different of a better Hypercar discipline. As 4 events with 2 street race followed by with 2 Hypercar events. But I only want more to be using with the Porsche 911 GT1 Strash version Type 993 after being succeeded from Dallas by having a long race trip. But it'll have to take some different changes. We'll be doing one different challenge on Blizzard Rush in the first race at San Francisco by one shall remain. But it's about to go penultimate, so I had to be ready up and get set to have a third bugle restriction. Will be up and running. But of course, if anything else to have some livery variation to use the Type 993 GT1 Strash version with the Porsche 911. 1030 brake horsepower and top speed, 279 miles per hour to have a handling level and semi-expert at the per level on 320. When it comes to having one Hypercar event to go longer by having the original and the rerun might have to turn out to be a reduced of normal by the duration. But of course it is, because sometimes every race we'll have to take long up endurance, we'll have to do a different challenge, we'll be faced up to have some series of obstacles, so we have to go faster up, make it well improved, and make a good mark to be received by 100,000 points. Just like last time when I was using the creator's KS Mask Leader in the same Hypercar discipline to be amp up and go with a follow-up catch-up. But I'm sure of it, by having one GT1 road car, we'll have to stay together and take on with some 7 Hypercars. We'll do the usual way. So I'm heading up right now, and win the race, we'll be focusing on first place. First checkpoint coming in, and have a good exit on checkpoint 2. We'll be going on at the Golden Gate Bridge. Got to slow down to have a nighttime, and this one will have to go by daytime. So let's kick it up and go by gear number 6 at 260 miles per hour. Brace yourself, folks. chicane is going to proceed with caution, so you might have to get enough speed to go by maintain pace. Okay, that's one obstacle check. Proceed with caution. Don't drop down by gear number 5. All you have to stay on gear number 6. But if possible, this part of the session area will have to go by switching down on gears. Now for the highway, it's now being checked and proceed as well by pass by on the Giants racetrack. Okay, almost there. The highway is now clear, but we have to keep a good watchful eye with some objects to be coming around in the middle of the road. I'll have to do the right side and just follow the sign to keep it slowed down steady as well by crossing through like doing the bus stop that chicane. Let's go for the quick shortcut. Pass by and checkpoint clear. See that, folks? It's not so bad like you're about to be racing at Dallas for a Hypercar long trip event. But shorter it gets, but the longer it'll have to go faster and tighten up to go boosted up for the Nitro Chemist. So 2 minutes have passed. Progression is about to be finishing up soon by the halfway mark by 58%. Here comes the airborne, touchdown, and give it more boost. Alright, there you go. Better acceleration and good on the ace like a pro. Now, gonna have to make a good move on the town to have a good ramp on the jump. Fly like an eagle and soaring down by having a good straight on the line. Let's slow down and get back on a short path of the road. 42.5 seconds. Good on the average, now going up by 0.8 seconds, around by 43. Heads up. Got to keep the traction to stay together and hold it on the line. Bring out the boost and keep on the good path of the clean racing on the horizon. But the time of condition is on afternoon. And here comes the 10% remaining to go. Got to keep going and stay around by 266 miles per hour. Right at the finish line and gonna take it. Hold the brake by slowing down before crossing the rails. That's 3 minutes, 40.6969 seconds. Good guess and good call. Brilliant, excellent job well done for having 112,486 points. But good thing having 3 Hypercar discipline is now being checked, highlighted, and marked to be well done. So folks, one more event to go, and it's touring car only by no restriction. As a Hypercar plays for the rerun, I would like to say Giving will prefer to have a track day focused hypercar will be available to be taken on at Golden Hills Racetrack for the USST West Edition on a special. That's why I'm always had to be in it, participate, and go for the second part of a brand new challenge as a rerun in Hypercar Planes. As a Nitro Chemist to be highlighted and recommendable to go with a 2014 Ferrari FXXK with a UDRS Insportec livery to go for a 3-lap time attack. So I'm into it and just had to be well prepared to have a good line check, just like I was using the Aston Martin Vulcan 2016 after from the next chase. Time to be well prepared for the track focused hypercar to be set and go for the 3-lap time attack to be achieved on the time by 3 minutes 49 seconds. We'll get there to achieve by 100,000 points. And it's up right now to take the first turn as the straightaway will go clear by sector 1 checkpoint. Will be amped up to go proceed on checkpoint number 2. The second sector just got some good skills with some elevation of corners for the track focused hypercar on the FXXK. Quicker on the right, Now go proceed on Sector 3. But here comes the double hairpin. Just have the first one, then take the second one to keep the good line to be well performed on the track-focused touring car. With enough nitro, you'll have to take the final sector to go in and quick exit by the chicane. Safe as ever, and always have to go for the final turn at the right. So the first lap is about to go clear, then lap number 2 will enter. Same as ever, different pattern with different method to go increase by the gap distance to make your improvement to go stronger and faster. That's 21.6 seconds. Got to keep it up and will perform simultaneously to be representative of Team UDRS Insportec around on the track in Motor Nation. That should do very well on Sector 2. Take the first hairpin. Now going on by hairpin 2 to be around by the middle section instead of getting a little bit more pushing on the inside. Okay, perfect on the chicane. That's 34.1 seconds to be uptight, and nitro will have to be on a full capacity in standby. So here comes the final lap. This is it, and outstanding by 40-second gap distance has now doing well achieved to be thrilled. Incredible, and always same as ever, just like driving in the Vulcan. It can take much more speed and much more better than the McLaren P1 GTR. The Ferrari FXXK always has to get it done and will succeed for having a track day hypercar for having one limited use. But close call, and have the progression to go check for only one trailblazer to get nearly there. 10% to go is on the way. There we go. Just make that line check and succeeded. Checker flag will be marked on the podium to have a best achieved of the lap time by 2 minutes, 46.404 seconds. 200,000 followers earned and received. Bravo and good job. That's 116,553 points in a single attempt on the rerun at Hypercar Plains. What can I say, folks? Track Focus Hypercar has now been featured for only one rerun available by the 7th and 14th of August. Just brilliant to have an update on the Platinum in 2,845th place in 1,077,112 points to go in about 22 hours left. So what do you guys think? I kind of like about having 2 events on the rerun is putting up to have some different challenges for every touring car with no restriction, and one shall remain in the Porsche 911 GT1 Stration version Type 993. Just like the other 2 events on both Hypercar discipline as the original, but it turns out having Dallas for having a long place to go there for having a starting position and go down below onto the south of Keys, Florida by the finish line. But after all, it's all about endurance has now been well succeeded and have some changes, but the current part of the Team Summit as a rerun has now putting up to have the update to this day. Except the other 4 events has still remains and doing well succeeded to be average and well done. But 2 hypercars and 1 street race discipline might need to do a little bit more time as a follow-up catch-up, but the 3 skills is doing a-okay by speed trap, low altitude, and escape by off-roading. I can't say it was a lot of fun out there, just like the original and rerun still have some differences of potential. We'll always have to go for the encore. But being a challenger, always have to do some well participation as a rerun to be set and just have to keep moving forward. So folks, as we're about to be heading back to the World of Cars, will be available in the third week by August 14th. Through the 21st, we'll get the 4 rewards by the same like the Freedom Edition of the Plymouth Roadrunner, inner yellow tire on the rear, Loot Digger Legendary for the Drift Discipline, and same as ever, 200,000 followers will have to be participate to have some 6 events with Jet Sprint, Drift, Street Race, Powerboat, Hypercar, and Alpha Grand Prix Discipline in the combo event by using a touring car event. But 2 types of escape to have some land-based, off-roading, and speed trap on the tarmac. But you know what it is. This will have to take the third time. We'll go for another rerun, and for myself, as a second time, we'll have to be wrapping up at the end of the video. But one more thing, you guys. I'll have to take a good look on drifters and Bolt Interception Unit Academy before the start of the content, as I had to take a good look by the preview. Two kinds of vanity, like the blue Eternal Smoke on the rare by having a gold reward category, and drifters Nitro on the epic in the platinum type. And plus, the 4th GT Interception unit is now being available as a premium reward class, is now being labeled on the platinum along with the exterior parts on the Enzo Ferrari. Nitro Chemist boosted for the Hypercar discipline, and same as ever, 200,000 followers. But I can't wait, you guys. This will have to take some time until the Mutual Week will be set by the date schedule as a reminder by around on August 28th and September 4th. So thank you for enjoying watching the video in the Crew 2 folks. I hope you enjoyed. Go subscribe to my YouTube channel for a like, comment, then click the bell for notification on upcoming content videos if you'd like to see. Follow me on DeeperThanArt, Instagram, Twitter, GT Planet, Patreon, Discord, and more social media platforms. Plus, membership are now open to everyone. Will join to get access for a price levels a month with exclusive perks, custom emoji with my OCs, and many features to support the channel. It's the best way to help and grow by giving a super thanks as an extra for the income for the creators like me. I'll be see you guys next time on the live summit event in the Crew 2, and I look forward to see you again in the next video. Keep on racing, stay clean.